Greetings, dear ones. This is Reverend Ruth on Story Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. And we are here once again in my sanctuary. As you said, we're probably going to be coming from a lot of inside areas now because it is getting a lot colder out there. And I still haven't quite gotten out there to talk to a couple of people to find out if we could actually do anything inside their buildings. However, I was going to talk about this another time, but you know what? I'm going to talk about it now. But first, our mission statement. Our mission is to guide you on your path to find God, while we support you with love and light, and to help you find how important truth and faith are along your path back to God, and to show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And I say that all the time. It's all true. We always have to we always have to follow our truth, and we have to believe in ourselves, because that's always been the thing that everyone goes through. A lot of us get nervous over a lot of stuff, and then we just don't carry through. But we also have to learn to live our truth and not try to be something else that we are not. Because there are also people out there that like to control us, to see that, there's some people that are like that, but we want to avoid that. And you never know who they are, but you want to stay true to yourself always, because your truth, your full truth is better anyhow. And it's great to live your truth. When you're living your truth, you have a happier life, basically. And I find that really wonderful when you have your truth that you're living. Anywho, it's been a challenging couple of days. We didn't have, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but we didn't have heat over the weekend, but we got it all. Everything got taken care of, as it always does. And I'm thankful to those good Samaritans out there that, were very helpful, that help our family out. I hope one day I can do the same for you in return in the future. And I really thank them. And I'm really grateful for those people that do that kind of thing. Those kind of people, I call them earth angels, because, you see them. And I mean, you continue to see them, but I always give them the title of earth angel, because that's exactly what they are. They're the type of people that help you. They help you out whenever they get a chance, if they can, and we do appreciate those types of people, and so forth. However, the thing I want to talk about today is spiritual warriors. And a lot of you probably understand what a spiritual warrior is, my friends. A spiritual warrior is someone who continues forward with their lives, and they approach everything on a more spiritual level. We never give up. When certain things happen, we like to figure out why and stuff like that. We want to get to the bottom of it, and then we want to change it. And we just continue to keep going and going and going. And I mean, we have our moments where, we're going to get a little nervous, but a spiritual warrior always sticks to their path, and it's important. And occasionally, maybe one of those spiritual warriors might get turned around to see something different for a little while. And it does happen, because besides the one road that you're on, there are a lot of other little, like, side streets you can walk, you can go down and explore, because all these, it's a long road, but all these different little side streets have different opportunities that you may not know about, that you may not discover, and you explore those. And that's what a spiritual warrior does. They explore that. Let alone they learn to keep the peace in the world. They want to do that, and that's important as we keep the peace, because when we keep the peace, my friends, our world will be a much better place. But a spiritual warrior goes above and beyond, and if it's in their power to help, they will go above and beyond to do that. And in a way, many of us are spiritual warriors. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have been in that same space where someone is in dire need, and you see you can help them, so you decide to step up and say, I'm going to be, let me help you out, and you get them through. And a spiritual warrior is always true to themselves. And no matter what anyone tells a spiritual warrior, they continue forward what they believe in, and they continue to do what they love, and they continue to protect us and watch over us in many ways. Now, that's a lot of responsibility for a spiritual warrior, but that's why there are so many of us out there. We all have a warrior's heart inside. We all have that ability where we can do that, where we can be a warrior. We can be a warrior and do what we need to do to get to that point. And we all have the ability that we can, at some point, one day, lead something special that we want to do for, the community. Because spiritual warriors just, they do what they have to do. They continue forward with things no matter what. They look at a mountain so high, so tall, even a cliff. And I'm talking about more like on an emotional level kind of thing, not like an actual mountain, but an emotional mountain or cliff. And you look at that as a spiritual warrior and you think about it. What would it be like to move through this? What is on the other side, you think about? And why should we let one mountain stop us? There's a lot of truth in what they say when they say faith can move mountains. And it's important that we keep our faith. As a spiritual warrior, faith is an important part of our lives. We need to keep that faith as well. Spiritual warriors have numerous responsibilities. And at times we may get overwhelmed, we may get tired, so we need to take a break. But there are also another bunch of spiritual warriors out there, because all of us have a spiritual warrior inside, a warrior that doesn't give up, a warrior that keeps going forward no matter what. No problem is too big or too small. They can handle it. And a lot of us have that opportunity to be that spiritual warrior for ourselves, for the community, for somebody else. And we find that passion and we push it forward. We keep that peace like we're supposed to in our world. We keep the peace. It's an important part of our lives to keep the peace, you see. Just getting comfortable here. I'm trying to get a good view here. But we want to keep the peace as well. Now, a spiritual warrior also protects themselves and others, doesn't do any harm to another. There's always a way, because, violence isn't everything. I mean, a lot of people look at that, but they're those of us, excuse me, a little bit of, I think, my hair. As a spiritual warrior, we want to keep peace. And that's part of what we have to do when we're here as spiritual warriors, as we move forward in our lives, and helping other people and doing what we are meant to do. You see, Mother, Father, God calls upon us to do certain things. And that's when the spiritual warrior comes out and steps up and does what they have to do what they have to do to make things happen. Because that's another thing we do as spiritual warriors. We make things happen. We don't allow setbacks to set us back a long, long period of time. Some of us can, jump right over the hurdle and keep going forward with it. It's possible, my friends. But we do need a break. We do need time to heal, because we go through a lot of things. We deal with a lot of stuff in our lives. And we have to find that strength within us. We have to tap into that inner strength within us, because it's that inner strength and that faith that creates the spiritual warrior that you are. I mean, we're all spiritual beings having human experiences. And not many of you may know that. And then there are those that may know that, because it's something that a lot of spiritual people know about. And a lot of mentors teach it too as well. But I've always believed that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And we do that because we want to know what the world is all about. We want to experience stuff. That's why there's a book called the Little Soul, I think it's called. And it's about a little soul that, wants to explore different, aspects and stuff like that. And it's a really good book for kids. It's a great way to teach kids about a lot of stuff. And it's a great book for us to read as well as adults, you see. But we have that inner strength. How many of you have read a book called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, I believe it's called? And it's a great book, and it talks about this. It's a good story to use as an example, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, because in many ways we too are that peaceful warrior. Instead of choosing any kind of violence to make things happen, we choose a path that's less violent, that is more about peace oriented, being there for other people and helping and being good to others and stuff like that. And when we find that strength, that inner strength within us, my friends, that warrior truly comes out. Because in each and every one of us, my friends, is that spiritual warrior. And there's so many things we focus on besides peace, opportunity. We don't hold back when we see a good opportunity. We don't jump right into it. We also look at the opportunity as well before jumping right into it, my friends. As a spiritual warrior, as spiritual warriors, our job is to keep the peace, raise the planet to a more higher understanding, because our world is changing, my friends, and we can't stay stuck. At some point, we're going to find ourselves at a crossroads. And then we have to go within and ask ourselves which way we're gonna take. And as we make that choice, my friends, we allow that spiritual warrior to guide us. Because as a spiritual warrior, you're there to help the world and help others and yourself. One thing I must say, my friends, is the most easiest thing that we do is forget about our needs and do what it is we have to do for us. So before you get all stretching out too far, my friends, take a step back, reflect, and make sure that everything's a-okay within your being. Because to be that spiritual warrior, my friends, you too have to be healthy, strong, aware, and protected in many ways. Because one of these days, my friends, the spiritual warrior will become an important part of history. When? I don't know. But this is only the beginning of the changes. And 2022 is going to be an incredible year. Despite what's going on around us, never give up. Keep moving forward. If you don't see a way, look for one. Find a solution. Don't let the mountain stop you. Climb that mountain. Go to the top. And allow yourself to feel the exhilaration that comes with that journey of making it to the top. So, my friends, I leave you with this before, a couple of affirmations, but I also want to say this. I am a spiritual warrior. I uphold what it is that I am meant to uphold. I follow the Spirit. I follow the universal law. I do what I am meant to do, what I am called to do. For I am that spiritual warrior that will help the community and ourselves and others to grow. Thanks. Have a beautiful day and night. And we'll talk with you real soon. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. And this is Reverend Ruth on Star Your Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. Take care. We love you. Namaste.